all clogged up, and she's sitting there typing, and they deliberately shot that stuff, and the director intercut it so that it has a desired effect. Others?
It seems like the whole work environment, where they are, it seems like it's underground, or...
It is underground,
Yeah.
actually.
And it feels like enclosed, they're in this boat, yeah.
Did you notice any windows? Exactly. There's a window behind Joe. There's a pair of windows, a metal grate over the windows, and a fabric-like covering that was either red or orange. And I have to grant you, I have watched this scene hundreds of times, and I didn't notice that until now because I was super sensitive for the work context. So now think about it. Joe, you don't feel very well today, and you're going to find out shortly that you have a brain cloud, right down the center. You don't know that, and you don't know why you feel badly, but you arrive at work in a job that has no intrinsic motivation. Now, if we compare it to Caitlin's job of going to the law offices, you go to a nice work environment. He comes to a terrible work environment, which should have the double effect of pulling down anybody's intrinsic motivation. So, now go to supervisory behavior, which is also part of the work context. Would you like to work for Mr. Waturi? Not in a heartbeat. Of course, it's acting, and he does it. This guy is really good at this kind of acting, and he pulls it off beautifully, of coming across as a completely bombastic supervisor who has no clue about how to interact with other human beings. Okay, supervisory behavior. He is an example of what in psychology we call negative affect, A-F-F-E-C-T. You remember he says in response to Joe that he doesn't feel well. We never feel well. That's a fact of life. And so he's got this negative aura to him which clouds the entire office. Okay, that covered everything that I had on there. Okay, now that was intended to anchor the contextual factors on pages 200 through 202. On page 203, there is a section on diagnosing and redesigning jobs, and that's basically what we did in the first half with the questionnaire, which I drew from what is referred to here as the Job Diagnostic Survey. It's a rendition of it. And when you read that section, it says stop and do the exercise. We've already done it. Post what you have, of course, if you haven't already done so, but realize that that questionnaire is exactly what's in your hands. And then there's an aspect of group-based job design, which I won't spend any time on in here and leave the text to describe it to you. But there are tasks that we can design around groups of people, and we have to take into account the group dynamics as well as the design of the job. The module for next week deals with groups, and we'll see aspects of the dynamics there. Okay, questions? All right, we'll see you next time. We're coming up on the finish line, so to speak.